You've probably already got some good content, some articles, some blogs, or if you don't have that stuff written, you've probably got a bunch of ideas that you'd like to write about. And this is how we find out how to create that article or to repurpose an existing article and make it work for you. If you have some existing content that you would like to repurpose, you can improve its interest value to people, and also you can represent it to the search engines as fresh content, which will help your search engine ranking. So we can look at a makeover of the wording of your article, the format, the layout, and also the SEO elements to get the most out of your great ideas and your great writing. Think of a topic you would like to write about or that you've already written about. The first thing we want to know is, are people actually searching for the information that you provide? And if so, what exactly is it they would like to know about that topic? Once we know that, we can write on the topic from the point of view of what most people want to know about it. And then we can deliver it in the format in which they are looking. So people might be wanting a review, a comparison, they might want a how-to guide, they might want tips, or they might want a video. And a lot of how-to things that involve physical actions are very suited to video. So for example, if you want to work out how to change the inner tube on your cycle, or in my case, I have used it to find out a particular pattern for tying a trout fly. So how-to videos of that type, unboxing videos, they're really popular as well. So we're actually focused on the written word here, but some content is actually suited to video. So it's all very well to have a great idea and to know that people are looking for it, but you can take it a step further by delivering the information in the format that people want. And I can also show you how people turn this into a money-making venture. Start with a topic you've already written about in an article or a blog. If you don't have something suitable, then pick a topic that has been top of mind for you for a while that you think is an important topic you would like to write about and will be of interest to your ideal customer. If you were to look at an existing article, the ideal criteria are the following. It's an article that is starting to rank in Google for a relevant keyword. It's not in the top 5 results on the search engine page. Has a decent search volume, so people are interested in the keyword and are searching it. And then what we do is we look at Google Search Console. So that's a free Google tool that we've described in an earlier course about how you set that up. If you don't have it, I strongly recommend you get it or ask your developer to set up Search Console and make sure it's on the same login as your analytics and that they are linked together. In there is a really interesting report, and what it does is it says, here's a bunch of keywords for which Google has shown your website in search results. So what you're looking for is a keyword with high impressions. That means that Google has often shown your website in search results on a search engine results page, but a low position. So a low position means you're on page 5 or 10 or 20 or something. So they tell you the position. They also tell you the click-through rate. So you can see that if you've got an important keyword that you would like to be found for in search, and you've got high impressions, which means yes, you are being found, but low results, then there is something you can really use because you can move your results up the page and you can get more clicks. If you rewrite existing articles, they can be seen by Google as fresh content, which is a plus for search results, for your search ranking, search engine ranking. If you are going to rewrite or repurpose an existing article, be careful with the URL. If possible, keep the same URL because you want to keep the Google juice on that URL, right? You don't want to throw it away. You don't want a 404 page not found when Google or another website sends somebody to that page and it's no longer available. If your software on your website means that every time you change the name of the article that the URL changes, then do a 301 permanent redirect from the existing URL to the new one. So check how your content management system, your CMS, creates URLs from titles or wherever they do it. And there'll probably be a manual override. So I know it's a bit tech, but it's really important because if you've got some Google juice already around a URL, you don't want to throw it away. So either keep it, or if you are changing it, then use a redirect, a permanent redirect. If this makes no sense to you, your developer will know what to do. You don't want dead links, 404s. They're bad news for people. Very disappointing when you click an article that you wanted to read and it goes nowhere and you can't find it. And obviously if Google's sending people there and it's a dead end, Google eventually realizes it's a dead end, and that's not good for your ranking. When you have a topic in mind that you would like to write about or have written about, there's not much point unless it's popular and of interest, and you can say that search engine traffic for that keyword is a proxy for the popularity of your topic. If it's super niche, there may still be some justification for it, but the more searched it is, the more popular it is and the better for your business. So you want to have a topic and keywords associated with it that have good organic search traffic potential. So we'll have a look at how you find that out. There's the Google Suggest, which is when you start typing in a keyword search into Google, it starts suggesting popular terms. That's a good source of ideas. And once you click one of those, either your original keyword you were thinking of, or if they come up with a better idea, click that, and of course you go to a search engine results page. Down the bottom of that are some longer phrases that people search for, and it's called searches related to, so they're called long tail keywords. That's another really good source of ideas from Google. And then if you have access to Google AdWords, then new name, Google Ads, not AdWords, then they have a keyword planner tool. So you look in tools and then you look for the keyword planner in Google Ads and you put in your keyword ideas into there. They tell you about search engine traffic for those keywords, and then they suggest a bunch of other keywords related to that, and you normally find a bunch of really good ideas in there as well. If you know what people are searching for online and you can present your topic in a relevant way to that, then you can solve the task of people searching online, and then you will start to rank better. Can you see the difference between just writing on a topic as you think best on the one hand, and writing to tell people what they want to know about your topic based on search data? It's the same topic either way. It's your same wisdom, your same expertise, but with very different outcomes. And then what if you could deliver it to people in the format that they really wanted? Once again, same topic, your same wisdom and experience, and very different outcomes. So we want to present your great ideas and your great writing in the best light to the world so that more people see it, more of the right people see it, and more of the right people take the actions you want them to take, which ultimately is to become your customer or your client. We're looking at writing an article or repurposing an existing article based on what people want to know about your topic, finding the best keywords or keyword for that topic, and optimizing the article for search, which is both about being found in the first place, put on a search results page, and when people do see your result, increasing your chance of conversion. You want people to click your link and go to your website. Here's an example. I wrote an article about Facebook's contest rules and how many businesses break the rules and seem to get away with it. A lot of clients ask us about this, so I wrote an article so I can just send them the link rather than writing a long email every time explaining the same thing. So what happens is the businesses run Facebook contests that are in breach of Facebook's contest rules, seem to get away with it. We don't run contests on that basis because we don't want our clients to lose their pages. And understandably, clients say, well, how come these guys get away with it? Can't we just do this? And of course, if they want to, they can. And so I needed to explain all of that to them. At the time that I wanted to do this, we didn't have an easy content management system website like the Prosperity Lab or the Turner Media websites where I could publish that easily. And therefore I published the article on LinkedIn, and the links are there. These next few slides became a process of discovery for me. My initial starting point was, realistically, I don't expect to be able to rank high in Google for this particular topic for a number of reasons. First of all, I expected Facebook links to Facebook's platform rules to be among the top results, which is normally the case for searches like this. There is a lot written about it, so there's a lot of competition, and a lot of that competition is from very established websites with huge traffic, which inevitably are going to rank higher than a small website like our one. I didn't write the article actually to be found anyway. It was primarily a way to share information with clients and prospects and to demonstrate expertise to build authority, but primarily it was a quick and easy way for people to see what the issues were without me having to go and rewrite and paste and copy emails and all that sort of thing. Other websites in the search result pages were older, more popular, more backlinks. So as I say, it was going to be pretty hard to rank for it. If I was writing to be found, I'd probably pick another topic with less competition, but I'm using this as an example of the process. But maybe, who knows, maybe I'll end up finding an angle that's not well covered. Let's have a look and see what happened. So I started in the usual place. I had some keywords and some ideas, and I went to Google Suggest. And when I typed in Facebook contest, and then I typed the letter R for rules, things came up including contest rules, Facebook contest rules 2018. So that was interesting. Maybe there wouldn't be too many articles talking about 2018. People also wanted to know the rules about asking people to like a page, probably because they've heard that that's not allowed and they've seen it done and they're wondering what the rules are. So instantly I found a couple of angles that if I wanted to rank and search, perhaps I could. And I've given examples of the Google Suggest and also the search engine results page there on the slide. I clicked the search term Facebook contest rules 2018, and at the bottom of the search results page there is the searches related to that you're now familiar with, and that showed that people wanted to know about contest rules templates. That looked interesting, so I clicked it, but it was really just more of the same kind of results, so there was nothing much there for me. They wanted to know about giveaway rules. There is a common form of Facebook contests which is called a giveaway or a sweepstakes, where you enter your name and email into the drawer and somebody wins a prize. And people want to know what are the rules for those, and there are specific rules. People also wanted information on whether you can ask people to like and share in a contest, and there are rules about that. For example, you can't ask them to like a page, but you can ask them to like a post, and you can't tag people who aren't there. So there's a whole bunch of rules anyway. If you read my article, if you're interested, you'll see what the rules are. And people also wanted to know, not surprisingly, what are Facebook's actual rules and guidelines, which are all in their platform rules. Just in case you're wondering, will a Facebook contest ever be relevant to you? One of the ways we use that is to convert fans to email. Facebook owns your fans. If you want to reach them all, you got to pay Facebook for ads. You own your email list, and it's about the only online marketing resource where you do own the list. Therefore, it makes economic sense to convert your fans to email so that you've always got access to them. And also it's cheap to send email to people rather than pay for Facebook ads. And contests are one of the ways we do that. We cover this in our social media for business module. And I'll talk to you about the kinds of contests you can run, how you make those work, build loyalty and interest and trust with your fans at the same time. Now, coming back to this example. This is a popular topic with many high traffic established competitors writing great content on it. So there's some really good articles about it that I figured to get my article out there, I would probably have to use Google search ads. Even if I sent paid traffic to an awesome lead magnet, an opt-in gift to build my email list and gain prospects, I figured there was too much good free stuff available that people might not even want to download my thing for free. When they can click and read it, why would they bother to cough up their email address? I didn't see that there would be an easy way to monetize ads here. So although it was really something of an academic exercise to demonstrate for you repurposing my article, I was curious to see, is there a way I could pay for an ad and make some money out of it? I don't think there was. So my first conclusion was, no, not for me, find another topic. But then I thought of, well, I know somebody who this would work for, who could advertise with this topic and make money out of it. Anyway, let's do the next step using the Google Keyword Planner tool. So we use Google Suggest, we use searches related to, and now we're going to look at the Google Keyword Planner tool. And then I'll tell you a bit later what kind of a business could make money from writing about this topic and paying for Google Ads. So here's my list of topics and themes and approaches to this subject that I gleaned from Google Suggest and searches related to, because I want to put them into the Google Keyword Planner tool. Facebook contest rules 2018, Facebook contest rules template, Facebook contest rules, like page. So that's people wanting to know, can I require people to like a page to be in a competition? And no, you can't. Well, you can, but you could lose your page because it's against the rules. Facebook competition rules, like and share, running competitions on Facebook. The next step is to take those and paste them into the Google Keyword Planner tool. So in what was called Google AdWords and is now called Google Ads, and normally they default you into the beta interface, which looks like the information I've got at the images I've got on the screen there. But at the time of making this video, the Keyword Planner doesn't have much functionality in the new beta interface, so we want the old interface. And the way you get to there is you click the spanner, and when you click the spanner, you can see the dialog opens up, return to previous AdWords, which is what I did. On my screen in the top menu, you can see there's a number of options: home, campaigns, opportunities, reports, tools. You click tools, and that comes up with the list on the left there, and the one that we want is called Keyword Planner. You select Keyword Planner, and then the screen on the right pops up, the words in green. We're looking for find new keywords and get search volume data. You click that. I always save my keyword ideas in a list of one keyword idea or phrase or word per line. And the reason is it makes it simple, really easy to paste it into this thing here. It only shows 2 of the many words that I pasted in here, but the whole list is there because I pasted it in. Now there are some settings here that you need to be careful of, one in particular. You'll pick your location. So in this case, it could be anywhere in the world, so all locations was fine. And you might often put there the country or the state or the city that you're interested in finding the data for. And then in keyword filters on the right, it's quite important to click only show ideas closely related to my search terms, because normally if you don't, you end up with too much information that's way too broad. If you find you didn't get enough, then of course go back and click that to off. But pretty much every time, it's quite rare that I will use that off. I normally keep it on. Once you've saved those settings, you click Get Ideas and you get the screen which is shown on the right. I click Average Monthly Searches to save it in order of volume. You can see the screen is split. The top bunch of words are my original search terms, which Google calls seed keywords. And then the rest are suggestions below that. But if you click it to get them in order, it will order the whole lot so that your seed words are in order of volume, search volume, and the ones below are as well. Then you get an idea if there are many searches and whether you're going down a worthwhile path or not. I then click download, and in this case it was an unusually small number of results, very small, one of the smallest I've ever seen, and probably because there are not many people paying for this. So just let me explain that. This Google Keyword Planner tool used to be about all searches, organic and paid. And then a few years back, Google changed it so it's only about paid search data. So the reason why there's not many searches here is I suspect that not many advertisers want to monetize this, although I did think of one as I mentioned. Anyhow, click download and then click save. So you end up with a CSV, a data sheet, kind of like a spreadsheet. From a tech point of view, when you save the thing, save it as a spreadsheet, not as a CSV. And what I then do is I tidy it up. I get rid of the columns that I don't want and don't need, and then I order it. So I use the sort function, and what I want to do is order it by average monthly searches from largest to smallest, which in this case is column C. And then I would order it by the least competition, so column D, smallest to largest, and column E, suggested bid, which is smallest to largest as well. So that gives me a list of the most popular search terms with the least competition, and then the third factor is the suggested bid you might have to pay if you were buying Google Ads for this. In this case, I am not looking to buy Google Ads. I'm just using the suggested bid as a proxy for a competition that people, which are the keywords that people perceive as the most popular. I said to you that I thought of a business that could make money out of this, and it's the businesses that sell the social media apps. So we use apps to run contests on Facebook. And we use this so that we comply and it's easier to manage contests. You are certainly always going to be within the Facebook rules if you use one of those. So there are a lot of companies who provide these services and they cost anything from a few hundred to 1,000 or more a month. So for that software, the long-term value of a customer could be quite high because people probably keep it for a couple of years at least. Therefore, the provider of those services, the value of their customer is thousands and thousands of dollars, and spending $10 or $20 or $30 to get the customer, that's worth it for them. And they would use both SEO to try and rank organically and also paid search because there is a good potential payoff for them. It's not really a way that I think we would meet new clients. It's a long shot and I wouldn't use it for that purpose. The best result I could really expect here is to build some authority to show expertise on the subject, but I don't think I would really rank high in organic search for this topic. So if I was looking for a way to rank organically as a business building tool, I'd pick another less congested topic, but it is definitely a good opportunity for a contest software as a service provider. And to test my theory, I had a look, and indeed there are some ads on the search engine results page for exactly those kinds of people once I started looking. However, if I was going to do this as a business opportunity for our business, here is what I would do. I did find some angles that were less congested and that I could write on and I know about and could get some traffic for. One was Facebook photo contest rules. So photo contests are a subset of all the different kinds of Facebook contests that you can do. And there could be an angle here by writing about photo contests and optimizing for that keyword, Facebook photo contests and Facebook photo contest rules. Also, I noticed that Facebook contest rules Canada came up, which was interesting. I would write about that as well. Even though the rules are universal, that could be a keyword that drove it. And you could try other countries as well. Another example that I think could work was Facebook contest rules example. So give an example of these in practice. So that's a pretty good angle to show people what a non-compliant contest look like and a compliant contest. And obviously the like and share contest rules, people were really interested in that, so you could possibly optimize for that. Another thing people look for is Facebook timeline contest rules. So timeline was another good angle that I could use, not that thoroughly competed for. And then like and share competition Facebook rules, which is very similar to number 4, one's saying contest and one's saying competition. So there were some angles there that if I wanted to try and rank, then I would use some of those and write accordingly. That exercise yielded 6 keyword phrase ideas. How would I turn that into an article? In fact, I would write 4 articles. The first 3 would be based around a single theme. The first theme would be Facebook photo contest rules. Number 2 would be Facebook contest rules Canada. And number 3 would be Facebook timeline contest rules. Then I would write about the other 3 phrases we had in one article because they were all about the rules, and particularly all of them wanted to know about the like and share. So I could easily write an article about the Facebook contest rules, and I could give an example of a compliant contest and a non-compliant contest. My starting point was I was using this as an example. I didn't expect there would be an opportunity to be able to rank in search, but I found 2 really interesting things from a commercial point of view. The first one was that there were some less popular key phrases that people aren't necessarily writing about, but that people are interested in, and I could optimize for those and I might actually do okay on them. I thought about whether I could monetize this in any way. That means paying for ads and making something from it. I didn't see any way that our business would do that, but I realized that for companies selling the software as a service contest apps like the ones we use, that would make a lot of sense. And indeed, when I looked further, I discovered that they are paying for ads for exactly that reason. Next up, let's talk about how you optimize your content, whether it's new content that you're writing or existing. There are various things you need to do to optimize it, and once you get into the habit, you'll find it pretty easy.